Hmm. It's good, but that ain't it. It started off strong. Um, didn't know that all this shit was gonna happen today. I was preparing my Joey Badass review because one of y'all asked me what I thought about the Joey Badman review, as he quoted or she quoted. I think it's a he. He quoted. I was gonna do that review, you know, but damn, a lot of shit happened today. I'm being totally honest with y'all. That wasn't it. After Daylyt, that wasn't it. And then after that wasn't it, that wasn't it. And then I heard some trash to follow that. So I'm gonna break it down to you. Let's go from the beginning where we left off. I do like what Absol, Big Sean, and Joey Badass did. I think Joey Badass executed well. Um, did a great job. Showed that dominance. I was a little like, what the fuck is Absol doing? But Absol's peace. So he played the peace role. But I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Joey's, you know. At that moment, I was like, maybe Joey could see Cole. Joey could see Cole. I don't know if Cole can handle Joey. Then he came with the finals after my man Ray Vaughn dropped the West Coast song. And the thing about the beat was so fucking hard, and Ray Vaughn can rap very well, but he still got to develop them hooks. Them hooks, ah. If you're gonna sample Trick Daddy, and even when Trick Daddy done it, it wasn't the greatest hook. You really have to learn how to deliver a hook. And then when you came with this stay active, stop acting, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little amateur. But the bars was great. The beat was great. The way he was riding the beat. I don't care if they was calling you fake Kendrick or whatever. I don't care about none of that shit. And Wayno, you bugging off of that bullshit you said about, oh, I can't like West Coast beats and cut that shit out, nigga. The beat was hard. As an East Coast nigga myself, the beat was hard. And he delivered. I just didn't like the hook, the okay, what up, shut up and all. Um, hooks is very important if you decide to go that route. Stay active, stop acting. That was weak. Not gonna lie. So when Joey came back with the finals, with the bars was staying pretty even with the cipher bars, I was like, oh, well, Joey's doing a lot of sunning here, a lot of sunning. And I was like, damn, he did a good job. Didn't like the beat. I'm not a fan of the imitation of the Rockefeller sound or shit that tries to sound like the Rockefeller old days. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not the biggest Just Blaze fan. I'm different, so whatever. But I think Joey's bars was great, and I was like, he's doing good. Like he's holding his own. He's actually surprising me a lot more than I thought. Uh-oh. What's happening? I'm running out of space. Yeah, I think I'm running out of space. I'm gonna stop it here and I'm gonna come back. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I up to? Uh, yeah. I thought that the finals was really good. It was consistent with the freestyle battle. But this is the thing about punchline rappers, right? And this is something that I've learned that there's a shortcoming when you are a punchline rapper. Um, you run out of punchlines. That's the main thing. You're only as good as your last punchline. And when you have a great punchline, you set the bar high. And if you unload the clip, and that's what I knew was going to happen, I knew that Joey was going to run low on the punches, because when you depend on the punches, you put your best foot forward, because the punches is the thing that sticks to people. They be like, oh shit, he's nice because he said so and so. So when you don't have the ability to think of punchlines fast enough, especially at this pace and this pressure, you're gonna run low and it's not gonna have the same impact. And that's what I was scared of for Joey, because he's fighting too many people. So that means if I'm dependent on punchlines, there's so many times I can punch without running out of steam. So when Daylyt came, yeah, that's that's different. I didn't expect Daylyt to come today. I was hoping I could get the fucking video out and have another day to review it, but today's a day. Wow. Daylyt is definitely um superior. Delivery. That See, that's the thing. Joey has a great delivery, but when you hear it on a consistent basis, if he doesn't switch it up, it starts to get redundant alongside with the punches, right? So when hearing Daylyt, he gave us like three before, and it was kind of like the slow ass delivery. This one, the beat, how he chopped up the sample, but how he was losing his fucking mind, the delivery, the word play, the fucking. I'm still catching shit. And it's exciting to listen to. It makes you want to go back. So when Joey dropped again, I was like, oh, and that's respectable. Like, first thing I have to say is I respect the fact that he ain't backing down. So I'm like, man, Joey ain't backing down. And I was like, well, I just heard Daylyt going crazy. Let's see if Joey can measure up to the crazy. And that's when I was like, oh, yeah, I feared this moment. Yeah, he's running out of steam. He's running out of shit to say. And had probably like three good lines. Like, unlike the prior two, um, I'm a light ray and all that shit. Like, that was like back to back to back to back to back. With this one, it was kind of like it was kind of like ran out of bullets. And then when fucking Loaded Lux came in, I didn't know who that was at first. I was like, oh, his man's doing a lot better than him, but it wasn't impressive. Um, as Daylyts, let me not say it wasn't impressive at all, but I'm going off of the higher Daylights, that when I heard that and the same kind of beat, and then they had the Method Man flip of the Bring the Pain flip. And Loaded Lux doesn't have the greatest delivery when it comes to on beat. I think he's more of a performer when he battle raps. But on beat, for some reason, he just regular sounded, nothing extravagant. So I was like, yeah, I respect it, but that ain't it. So that was my first that ain't it. But I respect it because Joey is like, nigga, I'm gonna fight, nigga. Like if I'm getting jumped, I'm still swinging. And so one of these things is gonna land. That's what it feels like. It's like he's getting jumped, but he's still swinging, even though he's losing. Because Daylyt he's winning right now. He's up. So I checked it out for a second time to catch more of the bars, the ass cheek bar. You know, it was like a lot of fillers, and that's like I said, that's what I feared because when you unload the clip, like Aubrey, you run out of shit to say. So and then you named it finals, and see that's a mistake. You can't think that you're ending it like well anyway. The surprise of it being Loaded Lux when I found out it was Loaded Lux, I was like, oh shit, Loaded Lux. But then I was like, damn, man. Like, I know this was prepared before they heard the Daylyt one. I could tell. The next one should be really, really great, Joey, because Daylyt is up even now, even after y'all drop, he's still up. Low Lux should come back and redeem because Daylyt is up. So when Ray Vaughn dropped, immediately, like, no, Ray Vaughn, don't listen to Wayno. Don't listen to Wayno. And it sounded like he did. It sounded like he was listening to Wayno's and he chose the back down beat. Mistake. That ain't it neither. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed in my boy Ray Vaughn's return. He was saying shit as always. Um, but Daylight's up. Daylyt is higher than both of them. Um, Ray Vaughn's going fighting dirty now, but beat choice, you should have never listened to Wayno. Wayno don't give good advice when it comes to like he's not a rapper, so he doesn't know how to give good advice when it comes to rapping. Like he's a listener and he has New York bias, straight up. So of course he's gonna lead you to think that that West Coast shit, I couldn't even hear that. Nigga, you was killing on that shit. Fuck what he thought. You was killing on that shit. Just the hook and I wouldn't have did the hook like that. But you was killing on that shit. This one, nah, that ain't it neither. So Daylight's up. Um, I respect Joey, and I see Ray Vaughn is trying to go dirty. And Ray Vaughn, don't listen to Wayno no more. Do fight your fight. Fight your fight. Don't listen to Wayno. Wayno's not gonna give you the good advice. Actually, he kind of blindsided you, where I could tell you listen to him too, because back down, like, nah, man. Like your voice, you got to stick to where your voice sonically sounds like you're more higher pitch. That beat is not going to mesh with your voice very well. And it's a slow paced beat and you're a fast paced rapper. There's a lot of shit. Stick to what you're doing. I would have wanted you to rap on another West Coast beat. AZ Chike is killing. I just love AZ Chike for some reason. Um, he's throwing little things, but he's not getting acknowledged as of right now. Uh, and then Jay Wan came. Oh boy, Jay Wan. I'm trying to be nice to you. J1, your opinion doesn't matter. You had some bars in there, a whole lot of filler. You remember, like, what I said about New York rappers thinking that stacking, they think they're the superior rapper because they stack? J1 is the prime example. And the choice of beat and then the talking and narrating at the end like you matter. Like, I think that you should sit this one out, man. You got to develop more before you enter. Now I get the jumping my man Joey. Joey's doing a good enough job to handle himself. He didn't need your assistance. We don't need you representing us. Um, yeah, J1, sit this one out. That's my nicest way of saying it because I want to go in on you, but I'm not yet, unless you try me. But sit this one out. You are the equivalent to Kanye's contribution to the Drake and Kendrick diss raps. You see how he should have sat that one out? Maybe you should sit this one out. But besides that, I'm looking forward to Joey's next round because I think Joey's next round is going to be the one that fights Daylyt. I think Rayvon's next round is going to be the one that's going to be the one. Because I think Rayvon he's slick with the pen. And I think Daylight's next round is going to be, I'm scared for y'all with Daylyt. Daylight's a different, so I hope he messes up and goes super duper lyrical where we don't understand shit so we can have the edge up because none of us understand what's going on. But if he keeps going here and he goes like this, nigga, we got a problem, New York. Like, you got to call the big boys. You got to call fucking Nas, fucking AZ, fucking Jay-Z. You got to call the big boys for Daylyt because this nigga is different. But Daylight's up. That's what I think. But I love the fact that Joey's fighting all y'all niggas, man. Like, I love that Joey ain't backing down, man. I respect him, man. I didn't respect him before this. I really respect him now, man. Like I love the fact that he doesn't care, man. He fighting. And Joey, switch the flow up a little bit, man, because you're sounding a little bit redundant, and your bars ain't. Like, that's the thing about punchline rappers. When you set the bar out, you unload the best punchlines, it's hard to top it. That's the thing that happened with Jonah Lucas and fucking Tory. Like, the first rhyme was so he unloaded. So when the third one came, it was like he's saying the same shit, but it's not hitting as hard. Same problem that Lloyd Banks had, where it's like when he first came out, the bars, the punchlines was harder. Same thing with Fabulous, punchlines is meant to be used like once or twice every song, like realistically speaking, so it can appear that you are consistently good with punchlines. But if every bar is a punchline, your next round is going to be flawed. That's why you got to space out the punchlines. Like, I'm giving y'all some game. Space out the punchlines. Don't throw everything in the first round. You got to know that these niggas going to go multiple rounds. So, Joey, that was an amateur move on your point because you had them strong ass bars earlier in the rounds. But now you're kind of getting winded and the bars ain't hitting as hard. That's why it ain't it. Same thing with Rayvon. Like, Rayvon, don't listen to Wayno. Don't listen to this nigga. So what? He didn't like the West. He has a West Coast bias. He keeps on saying, yo, we don't. Why y'all keep. You got a West Coast bias, Wayno. Yes, you do. You don't like the way the beats sound. A lot of us East Coast niggas don't like how West Coast beats sound. That's it. That's just straight up. Stop lying to these niggas saying that, oh, we don't have a West Coast. Nigga, I'm from Harlem and Brooklyn is a whole different thing. Cut it out, nigga. Like, like if it was Brooklyn or whatever, you gonna ride on the New York side. So stop it. Anyway, that's all I got. This is great. And it's a little corny at the same time, but this is great. All right, peace.